The grand ballroom was filled with the city's wealthiest philanthropists, all applauding as my boss, Mr. Davenport, accepted the Humanitarian of the Year award. He clutched the crystal trophy, tears welling in his eyes as he spoke of sacrifice and honor. He was the charismatic CEO of a beloved charity, a saint in $1,000 suit. He had no idea that the heartwarming tribute video scheduled to play next contained a secret final minute, a minute that wouldn't just end his career, but would expose him as the most despicable kind of fraud in front of the very people who had made him a king. If you have ever believed in a cause so deeply, only to discover it was built on a foundation of lies. If you've ever had to fight a monster hiding in plain sight, then you know the importance of a righteous battle. Welcome to Hearts in Uniform. This is the place where we believe true honor is measured by actions, not by speeches. Show your support for every whistleblower who dares to speak truth to power by hitting that like button, and subscribe for more stories of corruption brought to justice. Now, let me tell you how I, a lowly grant writer, used a single line item in a budget report to unravel a multi-million-dollar conspiracy. My name is Maya. For 4 years, my life has been Paws for Patriots, a charity pairing service dogs with disabled veterans. It wasn't a job, it was a calling. The public face of our mission was Mr. Alistair Davenport. He was a visionary, a fundraising genius. The board, led by the respected philanthropist Mrs. Blackwood, adored him. The only person who seemed immune to his charm was Arthur, the head accountant, a quiet, weary man who saw the world through numbers. The first thread came loose late one night. I was working on a federal grant that required a detailed breakdown of our expenses. I saw a recurring 6-figure monthly payment to a ghost company, Orchid Logistics. It was filed under Canine Transport, but the costs were astronomical. When I asked my supervisor, he got defensive and told me it was Mr. Davenport's special project and to leave it alone. That was a blaring red flag. I went to Arthur. He wasn't surprised. "I've been seeing those payments for 2 years, he said, his voice low. "I always knew something was wrong, but I never had the proof." We became a secret 2-person insurgency. Working after hours, we started a deep forensic dive into the charity's finances. We discovered the payments to Orchid Logistics perfectly coincided with Davenport's donor relations trips to luxury destinations. The final, sickening piece of the puzzle came from a cybersecurity expert Arthur hired. Orchid Logistics was a shell corporation. The money from its accounts was being used to pay for private jets, 5-star hotel suites, and lavish personal expenses in the exact same cities Davenport was supposedly visiting for work. He was using the money donated for wounded veterans to fund his own secret life of obscene luxury. We had him. But Arthur warned me, if we just go to the board, he'll spin it and fire us. You can't just wound a king. You have to take his head in front of the entire court. The court was already scheduled, the annual Heroes Gala, where Davenport was set to receive his award. It was the perfect stage for a public execution. My best friend Jenna, in marketing, was in charge of producing the tribute video for Davenport. When I showed her the evidence, her disbelief turned to furious horror. She was in. We produced a beautiful 10-minute video filled with heartwarming stories. But we built a secret final minute. The night of the gala, Davenport was at the absolute summit of his fraudulent life. He accepted his award to a standing ovation, giving a tearful, magnificent speech. The lights dimmed for the tribute video. The first 9 minutes played perfectly. People were crying. Davenport was beaming. Then, the music shifted. The screen, which had just shown a veteran hugging a dog, suddenly flashed to a bank statement. A wire transfer for $150,000 from our charity to Orchid Logistics. Then a flight manifest for a private jet. Then a photo of Davenport on a yacht in Street Bart's. A timestamp on the photo matching a date he was supposed to be at a VA hospital. Slide after slide, the evidence flashed across the giant screens. Bank records, offshore accounts, lavish receipts. The final image was a simple pie chart showing that for every dollar donated, Only 15 cents actually went to the program. Underneath it, a single line in bold text: "Pause for Patriots. Deserves a leader as honorable as its mission." The ballroom was utterly silent. Then, chaos erupted. I watched Davenport's face crumble into a gray mask of pure terror. Mrs. Blackwood, the board chairwoman, her face a thundercloud of fury, stood up, walked to the stage, and took the microphone. "Give it back," she said. She walked to his table, plucked the trophy from his paralyzed hand, and let it drop to the floor, where it shattered. "My foundation," she announced, her voice booming, "is rescinding its $5 million pledge, effective immediately." Davenport wasn't just fired, he was erased by the ensuing federal investigation. The charity was saved, and I was promoted to Director of Program Integrity, my job to ensure every promise is kept. Yesterday, I watched a young veteran meet his new service dog. He knelt down, his eyes filled with hope. The dog licked his face. That is what we were fighting for. Not for revenge, but for the quiet, sacred honor of a promise kept. Have you ever had to fight a powerful institution from the inside? Share your story in the comments. And if you believe that true integrity is what you do when no one is watching, hit like and subscribe to Hearts in Uniform. Your voice is our honor guard.